reason is that Aban woman now more thing. On one side we get Benton or Kai, after saying say Osmote Baumiano, he added it. Why is Baumiano the favorite? Obi, all the credible posts are in Ghana, outside Ghana, even on scientific online posts. Nipa show my drink shows you say John Mama is leading the post. Why do you think it is so? Why do you think it is so? Absolutely, it is as simple as that. Sana assembly. We are candidates. Now we are BEMU. In fact, even if you are not in government, now we are ruling party candidate. The decision will be made on you based on Aboagye Teswa we are member. It's as simple as that. And one thing about me, it can be 2 months ago. And Omoma Kofi Bentel fly the first kites about whether or not he can be associated or blamed for the woes of Sir Aboagye. Oba and a man for trouble on the pa and a bay now watching or Sandy Baboom. In fact, the first one can be amateur article crowd because as someone can online and toss it didn't make any sense. Look, the narrative Nipa is a Bentel air driving on. Dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
What it means is that a man you could be any Obabemwa Obefia Bemu.
I bet you
no matter how bad they are. And MPP, they have been particularly bad. They have been spectacularly bad. The very worst government in Ghana. That is the reason why they are trailing in the polls. It's all that the party needs to do. They say, I was not part of the decision making. That is the logic of Bento's argument. It is a dangerous narrative. It means that you can be able to impunity. Send the MPP who to me say or mine Sika sem proye can dream make a to me koso. You can destroy independent state institutions, harass Nipa ekasetia waban. Do whatever you like. Yet you pay. Now we are wape candidates. I'm gonna be catch yes. Electorate ne say na on can decision makers. In fact, truly speaking. Nipa mi na mi hu mo people na go meet me akasa Kenya Japan na Kwakye Japan. Yes, they were the only two who could genuinely say they were not, because at least Kenya Japan they him say long before Obi declared intention to contest. Yes. He was publicly expressing a disagreement
with some government decisions.
Absolutely, the same with Kwakye Japan. In fact, Kwakye Japan they started a poll when Akufo-Addo was then flag bearer.
Yes,
good. So they can legitimately say yes, me a member of MPP, but I disagree, and this is a record.
But with what the vice president said and how or presenting a narrative, say number one, fiscal policy, finance minister, monetary policy, Bank of Ghana, and then a governor. He was specifically put in charge of leading government digitalization agenda. And a man, a record in that sector and what he's done.
First of all, that record is bogus. I would systematically demolish that claim. In fact, I have a 20-minute video on my Facebook wall. If you are interested, you should listen to it. In addition to that, there's an article, Dr. Manibu.
I've read your Manibu article.
Yes. Who to me read this article? No, in fact, as I'm about American seriously. There are specific untruths I can. But let me come back to Asama Walker said.
Yes.
Obi, him fana Akufo-Addo Kwakye say or the digitalization share by Onyansa. It kind of say you agree. I also agree. Say about Benwa, the president has ultimate responsibility.
Sure.
On na ban ye nedia.
Sure.
Jobemo bia ye bia no a delegated functional responsibility.
Sure.
Because of that, it represents the policy of the government. Okasa, it supersedes anybody's voice. It's the Akufo-Addo Bekano. Emuodu, Sedi Esendi Bawumia Beka, Esendi Miracles Beka, or anybody else in the MPP. Into a then Akufo-Addo Aka about who is managing the economy. If 2008, 2012, 2016, it is a matter of fact. Say Nana Akufo-Addo aka achire yen say senti okofa aba o miaba ene say opese ono no behwe Sika semoma no. There are at least 4 videos eya dansidie trodo e was
for almost about Obi, I think about 3 years continuous. Professor Mills recorded
single 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years, right?
Yes.
Obi, ever since Professor Mills, may God keep his soul. Unfortunately, former President John Dramani Mahama, I do my wish and for each of the years, the economy go worse. Each of the years. Sure?
But he makes the point that our 2 year stability, Now JM the head of the economic management.
JM, which year has JM ever been head of economic management team?
President Mills, vice president.
President Mills economic management when the members of the economic management team. When President Mills was in power, did you ever hear say President Mills economic management team where they head and where they members? In fact, you interviewed a friend and saying Dr. Dufo. Didn't he tell you that John Mahama wasn't the head of any economic management team? He told you here in this seat. The video is still online. So what are you talking about? And that will be a fellow back in
question.
You interviewed the finance minister under Professor Mills.
Yes.
The man who steered affairs under Professor Mills, who told you, say, John Mahama was never head of any management team. He was never a member of any economic management team in the first place. And you are here saying, say, Felix. But he's lying. Before you interviewed him here, the video, I even shared it. Wasn't before the finance minister under John Mahama. Didn't you interview before during his flag bearership way? Didn't he tell you, say, John Mahama was never
Asempa FM.
and never any head of any economic management? In fact, Professor Mills and Bresso, what's the economic management team? What's here? Did you hear it? And don't let me digress. And then you're on some count. You see, this time, we are not like our ancestors. So, people for the new generation, Gen Z, we are not like our ancestors who would clear the path for you. Obi, it is a fact. A matter of fact to say, John Mahama was vice president who was never anywhere close to the management of the economy. Then eventually in 2012, unfortunately, we lost the president. And then the vice president came to tell us, oh, maybe vice president, Mr. Shemo, Madaroma, Momamin Tuasu, Monsieur, maybe, I just say, and Felix, and some say, and some they say, and a Tobama Jomama. Obi, the kind of economy Jomama ebe so mu as president in 2010. Now, between 2012, now inflation now about 8.8. 2013, your mama they called 13.5. 2014, or the inflation called 17. 2015, or the called 17.7. 2016, or the called 15.4. Whatever the case is, the inflation that your mama inherited in 2012 was between 8% to 9%. Ever since he became president, for each of the years that John Mahama was president, inflation got worse. Not a single time in Mahama's presidency, not even 1 year in Mahama's presidency, to me, the inflation ever under control. In fact, inflation climbed from single digits to 13.5 to 17 to 17.7 to 15.4. Bam, in the IMF. Not even a single moment in his life as a president can he put his chest out and say, Ghana for me bedi or mampenino. I didn't miss someone and I'm the mammy me ye be paying. Me to be ye bibi papa ba pe. And based on that, into the motion so ye day into Obama. Obi. So the GDP no normally ye can pesa ye day oil the anuka be day. Ebe kan hwe 2012 Ghana's GDP with oil was about 8.42%. Without oil was about 7.83%. 2012. And this is the economy. John Mahama ebeji ya obeye president. Nti me fa say 8.42, 7.83. 2013, or the cost 7.24 with oil, or the cost 6.69 without oil. Obi, 2 years down the line, just 2 years down the line of John Mahama becoming president. Now we're moving Ghana's GDP now. It was growing at 8.42%, or they call 2.86, 2.49 in 2014. 2.86 with oil, 2.49 without oil. In 2014, just 2 years. Just 2 years. 2015, a also take off him, equal 2.12, 2.13. Obi, throughout the month's period in office as president, the economy went into turbulence. This is a matter of fact, too. Not a single indicator under John Mahama as president did we see any single improvement in our economy. It was as a result of shambolic management of the economy in a Sika or the better fuel, diesel, a good generator, a power electricity, American Union. Or almost of it. So let me tell you, when we were in opposition, we were constantly on record telling you, say, the crisis that we found ourselves in Ghana had nothing to do with capacity, any generation. It has never been. Because all they did was that Omokwama said just so eco-free generators. Are you now aware? Are you now aware? Power purchasing agreement, and free, eco-free. It was easy. They went out there during the crisis, told people, say, Munim, Yapekania, Mumbesiba, Yebetua, and Kakrakra. Yapekania, Mumbesiba, Yebetua. Obi, almost see generators, no bebre, power plants, no bebre across the country. And it was easy because they were not paying for it. To the extent they do, baby, no Obi, now capacity no cry, power plants no cry, no power generator no cry, broso. It's almost to be see. I feel almost to be see. I saw those Sika to BMW. What to can you know? Second, I can to me run up a day and to me friends who go in a day and found quabonting. You need to buy fuel into the BMW now. Do Sika a day. Akoton when put there because what say economy na say nti when yes ke kra nkota de no uko free ah ye guso ye tua onka ye guso tua onka ye ntua nwie ye uko free ni nyina aba ye guso tua onka ye ntua nwie ye wo de ba wie no fuel la wo de be go power ni no bi unni sika wo de beto. And that is the reason why we slept in darkness for 2 years. The only reason why we slept in darkness in this country was that this incompetent NDC, they are blabbing, talking plenty. When they had power, they couldn't do anything. No? When they had the chance, all they did was that in our crisis moment, no, omuko free power ni begu ho, omuko free buy no obi. Aka, I'm friend say, fuel on the tree fuel fang wo mo be good generators ni no more power electricity obi. Just because of fuel, that is why we slept in that. But
by the time, no, without any addition of generation capacity, no. Anchor resolution of the problem, it was money was a problem, and then you see.